All right, good. Buenas tardes. Welcome back to the non-apologetic channel. I have a Sprite. I don't have a Coke today, but for whatever reason, I do believe this is made by the Coca-Cola company. So, coincidence or not? Whatever. Right? It's unopened. As I always say, I don't open the sodas, but this time I might open it, and I'll tell you why. Today we have here a burrito de Michoacán or de Puebla or de Tijuana. Some people call it that style, right? I don't know de dónde son estas gentes. I don't know. So I'm not even gonna say este es estilo a. Lick your fingers. Smell it. I was making a comment today, just now. For all those people out there, I'm still a non-apologetic person. Or maybe because of the channel. But regardless of that, right? I'm not trying to say anything bad about anything, especially this burrito. It's heavy. It's very heavy. I will say more than a pound. Believe it or not, I already took a few bites. We have la salsa verde or verde salsa. Good. Here. They're trying to hand me the El Tapatio. I don't do commercials for El Tapatio either. But this is good sauce. When in doubt, and I said you wanna eat that stuff that your grandma gave you. You know what I mean, right? If you are married, you know what I'm talking about. We always have a grandma. So anyways, El Tapatillo save our lives. Tell your kids that so your kids can probably get saved by El Tapatillo too. You know, like, no, not necessarily your grandma, you know. Somebody says, oh, I cooked this for you especially because you just happened to go to that cafe. And the young lady at the other side of the counter, you said, all right, cool. Do you have El Tapatillo? Good. Anyways, it's gonna sound funny, but this is burrito. Let's concentrate on this right now. I want to say it was a good size of this. I am 5'10" 9. That's what people say. Selfish people. 5'10", especially when I don't cut my hair. So this is almost my hand thing, right? I'm giving you an average so that way you can pretty much see how little bitty hands I have or not. Anyways, I don't know how they call it, but once I saw this guy asking the attendants, right, or the attender, or the guy who's doing the meeting, to give him a burrito with, I think, 3 different kind of meats. So this is that is so 1 meat, 2 meats, 3 meats. I know for a fact it's got carne asada for sure. It's got about al pastor, definitely al pastor too, and another one, guess. So it smells like a combination of dead animals here.
The cherries.
There's other people that might be looking at this and say, hey, I don't need those people or those animals. But I do. For now, in a from time to time. So anyways, salsa verde, very good sauce. This is Pacoima burritos. I'm not advertising Pacoima burritos, but someone is correcting me. It's not Pacoima. It's the border of Pacoima. It's not the border of Pacoima. Jesus Christ. I went through Pacoima to get this burrito.
San Fernando Sylmar.
San Fernando,
Sylmar.
Sylmar, the corner of Rinaldi
Laurel
and
Canyon.
Laurel Canyon. Since I was at uh, that guy Balen, Ricky Valens Park at Pacoima, and then I drove like 2 minutes to get to this place. That's what I thought it was Pacoima. So Pacoima, you're my neighbor, dude. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 cities away. It doesn't matter one city. Who cares, right? But these are whatever. Anyways, let's try it again here.
Ese hombre viaja
For some
a
people,
todos los lugares, todas las
they also have
estados,
some
todo.
habanero
Tiene las mejores
slash
comidas. Y todo come, papá.
avocado, cilantro, and some other stuff sauce. I don't really, but I will taste that one for sure. Oh, I can taste the meat. Oh, by the way, there's no beans on this, so I'm sorry for the beans because for whatever reason we go back to my grandma, right? When I was a kid, my grandma, I do drink this. Right, this is natural. It's Capri Sun fruit punch. What can I tell you? My grandkids drink it. So if my grandkids drink it, I think it's safe for me to drink it. So my grandma goes, Young Caesar. Not today. So my grandma goes, Young Caesar, she goes,
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna advise you not to eat the beans because this season, I guess they call it crop or something, I don't know, was not very well. So the weather was not too, I guess it was too rainy and it was not good. So since that day, it's been on my mind that the weather has been crazy, right, for the beans to grow perfectly. So I never got used to eating beans. Bottom line, right? Then my wife, I'm gonna tell you a story about my wife and the beans, right? So one day, I went for a hike. It was like a long hike. My wife has cooked these beans. They call it beans empanados a la revuelta or something, right? That's her own recipe. So she had left the beans on the stove, right? And there had been some rice, spaghetti, and something like lasagna kind of stuff. So bottom line, I ate the beans. Since then, I also eat beans, but not today. Oh, Pardon me. Beep. I didn't say anything bad. I just beat myself because I wanted to say, right? This is so good. I tell you. I'm gonna try to show you, and I'm gonna sound off with this. Can you see all the meats that I was describing? Not one bean in there. In other words, I'm not trying to go with the, you know, bean plantation people getting upset at me because I don't like the beans or I'm not eating beans this time. So, anyways, this burrito is not about the beans. This burrito is about the types of meats that these guys actually stuff in this animal, in this beast or burrito. But one more bite, and that's it. Along with a caprese, natural. And I do contaminate my stomach with a little bit of hot sauce, but I will assure you that it's not very spicy at all. Look, if I am going to able to do that, I think a child, a born child, is able to eat this sauce because it's spicy enough to. Also, my grandma told me that once. She goes, Caesar, don't eat too spicy things because it could hurt you in the long run. You could get upset. That's perhaps one reason why I don't get upset. Right, good. One more bite and. Mmm. 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 Mm.